Hi, welcome to my channel Rubinette Crochet Tejido. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to crochet this beautiful hat. It's super easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell, that way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my video in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see an English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you will find the English version. To make this hat, I'm gonna use these two yarn. This one is the Loops and Thread Impeccable, medium 4, 100% acrylic, 128 grams. The color is chocolate. This one is Red Heart Super Saver Stripes, medium 4, 100% acrylic, 141 gram, and the color is Latte Stripes. The crochet hook is 6 millimeter. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissor and a measurement tape. First, I'm gonna start with the chocolate, doing this border for the brim, and here you will see the slip stitches, and I have 50 of these visible stitches, but each one of them is 2, because when you stretch, you have this one here, one in here, like this, because this one is the one, and the other side this one. Okay. Because this is done with a slip stitch, and this is stretched a lot. And I go back again to the beautiful stitch. So I'm gonna be showing you how to do this with this color yarn that I did for another project, but I will be showing this 12 stitches. You have to do 10 for the brim, and this measure 2.5 inches, 6.5 centimeters, and the length that I have here for myself is an adult size, is 18.5 inches, 47 centimeters. The length for this without stretching. So I'm gonna leave that clip in here, and then you will do the brim, the length that you need for the size that you want your hat. And then I will measure here to, because this is a dark color, that's why I'm not showing you how to do the brim with this color. I'm showing you with the pink from the other project, because it's exactly the same except 10 stitches and this length. With a 6 millimeter crochet hook, we're going to start the border, and we're going to do a double chain, but if you like, you can do just a regular chain to start with. So for mine, I'm going to leave a tail long enough to do 12 stitches. And with this border, you can do hats, you can do border for sweater, for a sleeve, for the base of the color for a sweater. It's really nice 1x1 rib. So this is the tail, this is the working yarn. I'm going to pass it through here like this. And the tail you're going to wrap on your hook, and the working yarn you're going to pass it through those 2 loops. You wrap your tail and you pass it through those 2 loops. Wrap the tail and pass it through those 2 loops. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is a 4 phase change. So you have there, you have it here, you have it in the back, and then the other side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You let go to the tail. You're going to chain 1 to turn your work around. And in this top chain here, you see you have the front and back strand. So in the back, you're going to do a slip stitch in all the back strand. So in total, you have 12 slip stitch. So this is very easy to do, and the results are amazing, because you get a very super elastic border. And it will stretch, and when you stop stretching it, it will go back again to the same size. So the first rows of these are a little bit more fiddly because you don't have a lot to hold on to it, but as you work it'll be easier. 11 and 12. And you see again you have that chain here in the top. You're going to chain 1, and in the back strand you see that's the chain 1 that you did, and this one here in the back is where you're going to do your first slip stitch. And again you're going to do your 12 slip stitch in the back strand. And you'll think that this will take forever to do because it's a slip stitch, and the slip stitch don't have a lot of height. But once you get going and you have something to grab, it will be really fast because you don't have to be doing yarn over and, you know, wrapping, and just slip stitch. Very easy. But you have to make sure that you do in the back strand through that only strand and that slip stitch, because if you do single crochet then they're going to look the same. And you have to have your 12 slip stitch. 11 and 12. Again you chain 1, you turn your work around, and again in the back strand you're going to do your slip stitch. This one is a little bit too loose. Once you start doing this, you're gonna love this for all your hats and borders that you have to do for sweater and stuff, even for blankets, because if you don't stretch it, it looks as gorgeous as when you stretch it. Chain 1, and you see you're always creating that chain, and you always go to the second one from the hook and the back strand, and again you slip stitch. You see, I'm doing it faster because now I have something to grab. So like that you're going to continue until you have the desired length for yours. You have to measure around your torso, under your arm, around your chest, on top of your chest is where you measure this. And you will stretch it a little bit when you measure, not a lot, because if you don't stretch it a little bit, it will be too loose when you do your piece. Just a little bit. So I'll be working on mine, and I will measure here when I have the desired length. And it looks really, really nice. Always keeping your 12 stitches, and look like this. And this will stretch a lot once you've done your piece. Once you finish, we're gonna close the circumference. So don't cut this yarn because we're gonna continue with this one. Just grab from the other side a strand of yarn with a tapestry needle. We're gonna close this, and then after we're gonna continue working with both colors. Now you're gonna lose all your tails and it look like this, and this stretch a lot. So I'm gonna even this up in here and it'll look really nice. Once you finish, it will look like this. Now you're gonna chain one and you're gonna do a slip stitch all the way around to create a base stitch to work up. So the stitch had to be multiple of 8, the slip stitch. So for mine I will do around 72 to 80 slip stitch all the way around. You have to slip right on the border there and make them nice and loose. That way you have the same stretch as the border. So like that. I'm gonna be doing slip stitch all the way around. I have 72 slip stitch. Now with this color I did a slip stitch and the first slip stitch. I'm gonna do slip knot and I'm gonna pass that loop through this loop. And I'm gonna pull the chocolate to tie that loop. And now with this one, I'm gonna lose the tail at the same time carry the chocolate as I work. I'm gonna do slip stitch, yarn over in that space. I'm gonna do a half double crochet. And in the next 2 slip stitch I'm gonna do 2 half double crochet for a total of 3, and I'm working in the top strand of the slip stitch. You had 2 and this one at the top is what I'm working. You're gonna change color. You're gonna leave this one in here. You're gonna grab the chocolate, you're gonna pass it through that loop. You're gonna pull this one to tie the loop, but after you do the first chocolate you can pull that again, and you're going to do 2 with your chocolate color. See, when you pull here that get tight, and the 2 with the chocolate. I'm going to leave that tail in here and I'm going to continue with that tail. So I'm going to change color, bring up this one, grab the chocolate, if I can find it. I'm holding it with the other side, and I'm going to carry the chocolate. I'm going to do 6 now with this one. 1, pull the chocolate, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to leave this one in the front. You always have to leave this one in the front, and with the chocolate in the back you're going to slip, pull this one. Now you're going to carry this one and work 2 stitches with the chocolate, and that's what you're going to do in the first round. You're going to change color, this one in the front, carry the chocolate, pull the chocolate, and you're going to do 6 with this one. So you're going to do 6 and 2, 6 and 2. We started with 3 and we're going to end with 3 of this color. And 6, and now I have to change color. You see, you're going to finish at the end with 3 of these. I finished with 3 of this color. I'm gonna do slip stitch on the first half double crochet. I'm gonna chain 1, yarn over, a half double crochet in the same space, and you're gonna carry this one as well, and you're gonna work. You see you have 2 strands, and the back strand is where you're gonna work, and you're gonna do 3 half double crochet again, 2 and 3. Always you're gonna change color by placing this one in the front, grabbing the chocolate from the back. You bring the chocolate up, pull this one to tight, and now you're gonna work 2 with the chocolate again through the back strand. You pull this one to tie that loop, and 2 chocolate. Again, you bring this one up in the front, and you carry the chocolate. If you do that, you never will have a twist yarn, and they will be separate. And again, you will do 6 with this one. You're gonna pull this to tie that one, move the tail out of the way, and you'll carry the chocolate hiding behind the stitch like this. 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to change color. You bring the chocolate up from the back. You pull this one, and you're going to hide that one behind the chocolate and do 2 chocolate. 1 and 2. You pull here, and you're going to continue working like that all the way around. Exactly the same repetition as round 1, except we are working in the back strand. Well, exactly the same, because in this one we work in the top strand. I finished this round. I'm gonna do slip stitch on the first half double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, do another half double crochet in the same space, and again you're gonna continue with that repetition, carrying the chocolate, doing half double crochet, changing color, exactly the same as those 2 first round. And since this yarn is a striped yarn, that will change color, and this stripe will stay exactly the same until you have the desired length for the hat. So I'm gonna work for a few more rounds, and I will show you the process and the progress as I Before I continue, I wanted to show you how I look, because I was really close to min. So now you can see. Look at the nice border, and the slip stitch here with the chocolate look really nice, like a little line in there. And then you get this little line by working in the back strand. You get a texture, and as you work and I change color, it will look really, really nice. So I will work a few more rounds, and I will show you what it looks like. Like this it looks so far. Look how nice that looks with the change of color of the yarn. Put this on the other side as well. And I'm gonna continue working now until I have like 9 inches from the border, and then I start closing it. I have a little over 8.5 inches. Now I'm gonna do a round of the crease in this place, and I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 round, and look how nice this look. So we're gonna do our first round of the crease in number 12, and you're gonna start exactly the same. Chain 1, 3 half double crochet at the beginning, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna change color. I want to work my 2 chocolate, one and 2. I'm going to change color, and I'm going to work 2 with this color. One and 2. Now we're going to do the decrease in the next 2. And 3 and 4, you're going to do them together. So you're going to do a yarn over, go to the back strand, do a half double crochet that you don't want to finish. You have 2 loops, yarn over, go to the next one, do another half double crochet. You have 4 loops, and you're going to close those 4 loops. Yarn over and do the next 2 half double crochet. Like that. So now you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochet, and that's the decrease that you're gonna do on each of these space. Between 3 and 4, you're gonna do them together, and I will measure at the end to show you how you're gonna do the last decrease. Now we're gonna work at the end, and you're gonna do a half double crochet, and the next 2 you're gonna do them together. That's the decrease, because we have the seam in the middle. We don't can do the decrease between the 2 and the center, so we're gonna do in these 2. So 1 half double crochet, and the next 2 you're gonna do them together. And you're gonna do a slip stitch on the first one, and like that. This got stuck in between. You're gonna finish this round. We're gonna do another round of decrease. You're gonna do 2 half double crochet, and number 3 and 4 you're gonna do them together exactly the same in this space. At the end I will show you how we're gonna do the decrease in here. I'm gonna work at the end. and you're gonna do the last 2 half double crochet. And if you can, you will still have 5, but instead of doing the slip stitch in the first stitch, you're gonna do the slip stitch and the second one, and like that you're gonna end up with only 4 half double crochet. And here this is a slip stitch 1, 2, 3, and 4. You'll chain 1, do your first half double crochet, your second one, work these 2, and then in here you will work 1 and 2 and 3. You're gonna do them together, and again you will work these 2 and then 2 and 3 together, and that will be this next round of decrease. I finished exactly the same, skipping the first half double crochet. I did the slip stitch in the second one. Now you're going to chain 1, do the first half double crochet, work these 2, and then I will meet you here to do the decrease on these 3 half double crochet. Now for the decrease, you're going to do the first half double crochet that you're not going to finish, the second one the same, that you're not going to finish. You have 3 loops, yarn over, go to the last one, pass the yarn through, you have 5 loops, grabbing the long strand in the back. You have 5 loops, you're going to close those 5 loops, and you have only 1 half double crochet in the top. You're going to change color, do the 2 chocolate brown, and then do exactly the same. The decrease, do these 3 together. Now we're going to finish here in the last decrease. You're going to do these 2 together. Now the slip stitch you're going to do in the chocolate color, skipping that one. Now I'm going to cut the yarn and close on the top of our hat. Well, this is the leftover yarn, and you hardly use any yarn. You can do another hat if you want with this, or another project. And here is the end result, and I absolutely love this hat. It looks amazing. You can do any color combination. And like that, I look in the back. You see the seam, hardly noticeable. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I hope you guys like it and give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful hat and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family and in groups. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.